everyone, SammyTGG here, and welcome back to another video, where today we are doing a 1.14 update video. So, I know 14 has been out for a few days. Oh, I broke something. But, yeah, I'm doing it now. So, first thing they added, and, this was a pretty big thing, because everyone has been requesting. They added stairs and slabs of all the different types of blocks showcased here, between diorite stone, mossy stone, sandstone, all the way up to prismarine. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks Mojang for finally listening to us. But not only did they add the stairs and the slabs, they also now have fences for all of these blocks as well. So those are pretty cool. Next up, they added 3 different new types of flowers: the black wither rose, the lily of the valley, and the cornflower. So the white flower and the blue flower can be used to make white and blue dye, and if you walk through this rose in survival, it'll actually give you the wither effect. We'll stay in survival, why not? Okay. So here's the white dye, the blue dye, the brown dye, and the black dye. You can also just get these by using bone meal, lapis lazuli, cocoa beans, and the ink sac on a crafting table. Next up, we have signs in all different types of wood. So I wrote white text, blue text, red text, and green text, even though they're not that color, because you can now actually use dye to dye the text on signs to whatever color you want to make it, which is pretty cool. Continuing up this way, we now have sweet berries. So, sweet berries will actually hurt you if you try to walk through them. You can harvest them with right click, and you can also bone meal them, and bone mealing them will also harvest them for you. And then you can eat them, and you have sweet berries. Sweet berries will also be used for a new type of mod, which I will show you later. Next up, we have the crossbow. It's pretty much like a normal bow, kind of, but it's crossbow. Next up, we have this lectern. So when you first place it, it does not have a book on it, but you can place a book on it, you can place whatever book you want on it, you can click done, you can finish reading it, you can walk away, go do something else. Or you could take the book, and then you have the book, and then you put it back, and there you go. So that is the lectern. Next up, coming back over this way, we have this block thing. It is called the Jigsaw Block. So basically it works with commands and stuff. I can't open it right now because I'm in survival. But yeah, more about this will be later. Next up, we have 6 new different note block sounds. So this is just the normal note block. This is it with glowstone. Here's soul sand, iron. We have pumpkins, hay bales, sounds like a banjo, and my personal favorite is the emerald block, which is the 8-bit sound. Make some Mario themes. Okay, so coming back out this way. Okay, so we now have bells and lanterns. So you can actually ring the bell and it'll make that noise. You can also hang, I said also twice, you can also hang these from the ceiling. And yeah, they look pretty cool. A lantern is actually more powerful than a torch. Okay, next up we have these barrels. So they're like chests, but they don't connect to each other, and they have blocks, and they can even work with blocks on top of them. And they even have a little animation, if you look right there. Next up we have the blast furnace and the smoker. So these pretty much do the same thing as a normal furnace, except the smoker will cook food twice as fast as a normal furnace. Oh, I'm getting a bit of lag there. And the blast furnace will cook any ore twice as fast as a normal furnace. So next up we have the scaffolding block. So I actually really like this block. So you can look down and place things going up. Just shift and then press space and it'll slowly bring you up. And you can also go back down by pressing shift and it'll bring you down, and then space will bring you back up. Okay, so when you're just on the ground, you can also walk through these blocks, which is pretty cool. So you can build out 6 blocks before they start to fall again. And then you can just build a tower and keep going. And they will build in any direction you're facing. And if you want, you could also even build down, I think. Nope, just up. I thought you could build down, but I guess you just kind of can't. And then, yeah. So that is the scaffolding block. So, over here, I have smoke coming out of the trees. So, let's go find out what that is about. Okay, so next up we have the campfires. So these are actually really cool. They even have this cool smoke animation. So you can actually put some meat onto the campfire and it will cook the meat for you. You can put up to 4 on a campfire at a time. So, but if you put a campfire on hay bale, the smoke will go maybe even more than twice as high as a normal campfire, and you can send smoke signals to your friends or other people on the server through campfires. So a cool food update is we now have suspicious stew. So you can put stew on a crafting table with any type of flour, well, any of these 5 types of flours, and it'll give you a special effect. An oxy daisy will give you regeneration, cornflower will give you leaping, lily of the valley will give you poison, with a wither rose will give it the wither effect, the red tulip will give it weakness, the azura will give it blindness, I probably said that so wrong. The allium will give you fire resistance, the orchard will give you saturation, the poppy will give you swiftness, and the dandelion will also give you saturation. Oh, so our meat popped off the campfire. When it's done, it'll do that, and then you can pick it up and eat it. Again, not really hungry right now. Okay, I'm gonna keep my sweet berries. Okay, next up we have 6 new things that you can all find in villages. So first up here, we have the cartography table. So basically what this does is you can take a map and you can add a piece of paper to it and it'll expand the map, or you can add another empty map and it'll duplicate the map for you, and it even has that cool little sound effect right there that can be found in villages with the new types of villagers. So this is the smithing table and the fletching table, so you can't actually open these or do anything with them. They're just for villages, the villagers use them. So this is the repair and disenchant grindstone. So you can add 2 pickaxes and it'll give you a fully new pickaxe, or you can put a sword in, or any type of tool that's enchanted really, and it can de-enchant it. Okay, next up we have the stone cutter. So, oh yeah, I forgot, this will give you XP. So next up is the stone cutter. So you can put any type of stone in here and you can cut it. So the cool thing about this is normally you need 6 stone to craft 3 stairs. But for 1 stone, you can get 1 stair. For 1 stone, you can get 2 slabs. For 1 stone, you can get 1 wall. And it works with everything like that. For 1 stone, you can get 1 of everything, except for the slabs, which it just cuts the block in half, and therefore you get 2. Okay, next up we have the loom. So this works with banners. So we now have 5 different banner patterns. You can craft them all. We also have, and I just put red dye in a white banner, but it can work with any type of dye and any type of banner. So you put your banner in here, you put your color in here. And first thing it gives you is all the different types of things that you can do to a banner. And the cool thing is you only need 1 die to do each thing, as you can see like that. You can put a banner pattern in, and it'll do the patterns. Like you can do a creeper charge, you can do a skull, you can do a thing, as it's called. You could do the flower, or you could do a globe, which is the new one, and I think it's pretty cool. So it only takes 1 die to do all of these things now, which is pretty cool. So that is the loom, and you now have. So these things are a great way of saving materials, and they're all found in villages, which is pretty cool. Okay, moving on, we have the composer. So what this does is you can basically take any of your old garden things, like things you don't need, like a bunch of extra saplings or extra seeds. You can put them into the composer, and when you fill it up, it'll give you a bone meal. And then you can just continue filling it up with all the extra stuff you have and don't need. And it'll keep giving you bone meal. I think you could also put, so you can put more than just saplings and seeds in here, but these are just the 2 things I happen to grab. Let's put these back because my inventory is getting full. Okay, next up, you probably guessed it because there's a horse here, but we now have leather horse armor, and you can dye these any color you want. I just picked a few example colors. So, you can now make leather armor and put it on your horse. White, if you want them looking like, that kind of looks like iron armor. So, yeah. You can make it blue. That looks pretty cool. You can make it red. You can really make it any color you want. These are just the sample colors I chose. So yeah, the red actually looks kind of cool. I like that. Some bamboo. So yeah, if you cut one, it'll cut the rest on top of it. Just like the scaffolding blocks, it also works like that with them too. Okay, so moving on, up here, we have all the new types of mobs. So I'm gonna need to get rid of this stuff. So we have ravagers, pillagers, foxes, pandas, wandering traders, trader llamas, and cats. And I also got these to help out with the cats. Here is a cat. There are 5 different types of cats. Let's see if I can get them all here. So you just have a white cat, a black cat, a Siamese cat. No, that's not a Siamese cat. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. There are 6 different types of cats. No, more than 6. And then there's also the orange one. Besides all these. Oh, there's tons of different types of cats. Okay, well anyway, so this is the difference between a cat and an ocelot. Then you have cat spawn eggs. And cats actually scare away phantoms. Oh, it's still day. Oh, whoops. You see, the phantom is flying away. No matter how much you haven't slept, the cats will scare away the phantoms. I'm gonna go somewhere else because it's kind of loud right here. Hello, chicken. You're gonna be my new friend. Okay, so next we have trader llamas. Oh my god, it's a baby llama. And these will walk around with trader villagers. So these guys walk around. They're like normal villagers, but they just travel. At night, they will drink an invisibility potion and become invisible to protect themselves. And then when it's day again, they will drink milk and reveal themselves wherever he is. I have no idea. Do you walk off the edge? Oh, there he is. He will drink milk and reveal himself. And he normally walks around with 2 trading llamas. So over here, there's actually a naturally spawning trader llama. Trader villagers around here somewhere. He just wandered around me when I was building this place. So yeah, they're villagers, but they traveled. And he'll normally have 2 trader llamas with him. Next up, we have the panda. These can be found in jungle bamboo forests. So there are 7 different types of pandas. Oh, there you go. We have a brown panda as well. Yeah, there are lots of different types of pandas. I know there's 7. So I just can't get them to spawn right now. Anyway, moving on. So next we have foxes. They're so cute. So these you can actually breed with the sweet berries, and pandas use the bamboo. So next up we have pillagers. So these guys will spawn near villages and try and basically wipe out the villages and kill the villagers. They will normally travel around with a ravager, which is this giant bull-looking thing. And yeah, their job is to just wipe out villages. So those are all the new types of mobs. Let's move on. So next we have command blocks, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to make a different video all about the 1.14 commands because there are just so many and they're so awesome. But I did spawn near a village. This is actually a new snow village because like 1.14 is the village and pillage update. So yeah, you can see they actually do use the bells and the lanterns in all the villages, and I think the detail in the villages is definitely a lot better. See, they even have a composer here. So yeah, this is a village. So anyway, guys, that's just gonna about do it for this 1.14 update video. Keep a lookout for the next video where I will go over all the commands and, well, maybe not the next video, but a video in the near future where I will go over all the commands in 1.14 because I know I love commands myself. Like, I kind of geek out about commands and building. Like, those are my two main things. And this update pretty much covers all of that, which is awesome. So yeah, that's all for this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye!